Hello, greetings from Booneri TV. In today's topic of bizarre news, we'll see a place that has a population of just one person. Which place is that? Who is the only person of that place? Take a look. The world is full of people. Consider, for example, the highest population in the world is of the country China. It has more than 139 crore people living there. If we look at another place in Japan, its city, Tokyo, is the largest city by population. It's crowded with people. But I'm going to share with you a bizarre news. There is a place that has a population of just one person. Where is that? It is in the US state of Nebraska. Within this state is a small town by the name Monowi. There is only one person living in that entire town. Now, when we have COVID restrictions, maintaining social distance is a necessity, right? But for the person who lives in Monowi, social distancing is not a problem at all. After all, just one person. Who is that? Take a look. The name of this woman is Elsie Eiler. She is 87 years old and she's the only woman living in her town. Can you imagine yourself living in a town all alone? This woman actually does. Think about your own place where you live. Apart from your own house, you might have grocery stores, market, shops, a doctor's clinic, etc. where you find people. But in Elsie Eiler's case, it's different. What does she do to earn a living? She owns a bar and works there as a bartender. Not just that, but she is also acting as the mayor of that place. She also handles other responsibilities like that of being a clerk, a treasurer, and she is also a librarian. She handles all these profiles by herself. Each year, during the election time, she hangs up a notice outside her bar advertising mayoral elections. And then she votes for herself. Annually, Elsie gets her income, and from that money, she raises tax from herself, about $500 worth. This is to keep the town's municipal support going for the lampposts flickering in her area. There are 3 such in Monowi, and also to keep the water supply flowing. These facilities support her existence. What about her interaction with others? Is there not anybody with whom she can talk? People who come to her bar to relax and have a drink are the only people she interacts with. Was this place Monowi always like this? Or was it different? Take a look. In the year 1930, Monowi was a place that was home to 150 people. There were some grocery shops, restaurants, and even a prison. So there were quite some people there. After Elsie Eiler's marriage, she and her husband opened up the old tavern that was owned by her father with an aim to start their own business. Later, the financial conditions worsened and rural economies collapsed throughout, especially after World War II. Entire communities in Monowi started to disappear. Both of Eiler's children, who had grown up there, had moved away to other places somewhere in the 1970s in search of employment. 20 years later, Elsie and her husband were the only two inhabitants of Monowee. Later, her husband passed away in the year 2004 and she was the only one left. Eiler may live alone, but she's far from lonely. The people who come to her tavern are the ones with whom she interacts, enjoys association. They are like a family for her. She sells burgers, hot dogs, and other items at the bar. She says, I know I could always move closer to my children or stay with them whenever I want, but as long as I'm able to be here, this is where I really want to be.